For a sit and breathe session, you meet me in the backyard in the All Is Well studio. It's actually an art studio during the day. And when I do sit and breathe, it becomes a breathing studio. And what I do is I teach you mindful breathing techniques to actually clear the mind and open the heart. And the very first thing that I always encourage you to do is be comfortable. You have to be comfortable to be able to meditate. So I provide stools and/or poofs for you to sit on. If you want to bring your yoga mat and sit in the yogi position, you're welcome to do that. But I find that most people enjoy the stools or the poofs. It's just real important to be comfortable and keep your back straight. Sit and breathe sessions emerge from a place of deep love and empathy. I have a friend that was diagnosed with breast cancer, and soon after her husband with melanoma. And during that time, they were raising 2 young, beautiful daughters. I was a faithful prayer warrior, but really wanted to do more. I thought about the enormity of emotions my friend was experiencing, that emotional roller coaster, those highs and lows, what she was experiencing as she was walking this path. And one day while praying, I thought, I wish I could give my friend a moment in time where the world could just stop and let her sit and be, without doctors, without responsibilities or questions, just sit and breathe and find peace. So I sent her a text asking her to join me in the backyard to sit and breathe. And her response to that simple text made me dive into all I needed to know about breath work. I recall the story she was telling to a group of friends. She said, who sends you a text message asking you to sit and breathe? Only Ginny. She said when she first got the message, her body had chills all over. And immediately she felt her body take a deep breath. And she said it was like instant calming. So I dove into all I could about research about the breath and its power and its ability to heal. I take a 2-pronged approach to breath work. A medicinal perspective and a spiritual perspective, but I pull from a vast array of resources. And from a medicinal standpoint, I look at Dr. Andrew Weil's research. He is an internationally recognized expert on the mind-body interactions and on our breath and the power of integrative medicine. He has 2 degrees from Harvard, one in biology and one from Harvard Medical School. And some of the techniques that I use that he teaches his patients are like the 4-7-8. It's a very simple mindful breathing technique that immediately calms the nervous system. That if you do it in the morning and or in the evening, it really has the power to change your health. Another one that I actually teach you can use throughout the day. Say for instance at 3 o'clock when you have that work slump, there's a breath technique that you can do that raises your metabolism, brings in energy to the body and awakens the spirit. You can also do that when you're driving and feel sleepy. So all the techniques that I teach, they're mindful techniques that you can apply to everyday life. Biologically as we age, what happens to our bodies and our breathing patterns is they become shallow. And the majority of us hold our breath, especially during times of stress or heightened anxiety. Breath work is a tool to give us power over our health, and with practice can reprogram our nervous system, increase our energy, improve our circulation, lower our blood pressure, and help beat anxiety disorders. What it does is it physically is teaching our bodies how to bring in more air in and out and through the body, how to elongate that breathing process. So over time, the goal is to develop slower, deeper, longer, and more evenly inhale and exhale breathing patterns. We're all spiritual beings housed in a physical body, and breath is the movement of spirit in its subtlest physical expression, moving God's spirit in and out and through our bodies. So let's look at quantum physics when we look at our body. We have a physical body, and our physical bodies are made up of 9 different systems, like the endocrine system, the nervous system, the muscular system, just to name a few. And then those systems are made up of tissues and organs. And then the tissues and organs are made up of cells. And then those cells are made up of atoms. And our atoms are made up of subatomic particles. That's energy and light at the core of our being. We call it the energy life force within, the divine light, prana, the God particle. Whatever you call it, no matter what you call it, it is a gift that lives inside each of us that is pure, all-knowing, and powerful. Mindful breathing connects us to this source, that core and that power of our spirit, and paves the way to meditation. The essence of meditation is to move beyond thought. Instead of thinking thoughts, become aware of our thoughts and let them rise up and float out of the body, and just experience being and becoming one with the energy of the universe. I always like to say it's like taking your prayer life to a deeper level. In prayer, we're in a state of petition or thanksgiving to God. In meditation, we're in a state of receiving and listening. So it's being still and knowing the presence of God. I invite you to come join me in a sit and breathe session and learn mindful breathing techniques to clear the mind and open the heart. God whispers. Can you hear him?